My book is I Am Not the Moon Lake Camp Killer. My favorite thing in the world is to read, especially fantasy and science fiction. I decided that I wanted to write. I want to write a book. I had a group that helped me to realize your dreams. And they said, well, what do you need to do to write a book? Do you need to take some lessons? I was like, no, I don't need to take lessons. I know how to write. But it turned out that, yeah, I did need to take lessons. I couldn't just write a book. It's actually, I'll just say for anybody else who's thinking about writing a book, because I've had a few people talk to me about that, it's actually hard. And so I decided to go back to school. And I went to Seton Hill University. I got an MFA in writing popular fiction. And that's how I wrote this book. It was my thesis. Liam and his friends found a meteorite at Moon Lake Camp, and they start developing mysterious powers. Then his friends are massacred by an evil shape-shifting alien named Asher, who is harvesting their powers. Fortunately, Liam is immortal. He gets put into jail, and he can't protect his friends. And then William comes back in time. That's Liam's future self from the future, comes back in time to kill Liam. He actually came back in time to kill Asher, the evil ruler of the world from William's time, but he fails at killing Asher, so he decides the next best thing is to kill Liam. What's important to Asher is power. He doesn't have any human compassion or feelings. He's being taken to a rehab planet, but he crashes on Earth instead. The character of Drew, who is Liam's best friend. Liam is the main character. Drew is Liam's best friend. Drew is a bit of a shoplifter, and he finds out he can teleport, which means that he can actually steal things, right? Teleport them into his hand. And when Liam finds this out, he's like, no, you have to return it. I don't care how you got it. We'll take it back. I'll take it back if you won't take it back. So he goes to return what Drew has shoplifted. This is all him wanting to be good, right? And he gets caught and arrested for being the Moon Lake Camp Killer, right? So all he's really trying to do is put something back that his friends stole, right? Using these weird, dare I say, powers, because they don't even know what they are at this point. So, but Liam wants to do good. And so we find out that he has this power to heal himself. That's a really neat power. It actually makes him immortal, which is how Liam has a future self from 300 years in the future that can come back in time to kill him, because he doesn't want the bad guy to get Liam's powers. Drew needs to teleport them to the hot springs. When Drew is shown pictures of the hot springs have all naked people there, and Drew's like, no, all these people are naked. So he decides to teleport right above the hot spring because nobody will be there, right? That's the problem with teleportation. What if you teleport where somebody already is? You can't have two things occupying the space at the same time. So Drew decides to teleport right above the hot springs, and of course they all land in the hot springs, splash. Drew is all freaked out by nobody wearing any clothes. That's one of my favorite scenes in the book. I like stories that are fun. And I made it YA, young adult science fiction. There's some grisly things that happen. It's not hardcore science fiction that can get really dark. There's some funny parts to it, and it's action. It's happy. It's got a happy ending.